Episode 16 of the recording for YouTube is now beginning with disturbing. I crashed too much. Yes, same.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking the black market trade on the Citadel.
My potato gets baked too fast. My potato brain is like, oh, I gotta go get a new potato.
We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
Forgot that this was a story he told you. Oh my god.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the Cyclones. I remember this one Elcor diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs, had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
Error 404. Answer not found. I feel that. Oh my god. I don't even get pickup lines from this game, and I've played it like 100 times. Hopefully I'll pick up some good pickup lines from this game. Like, I'll protect you. That's gonna work. Thanks, Shepard. God. Just imagine out of context that, like, be like, I'll protect you. Like, whoever you're flirting with is like, what? What are you even talking about? It's like, no worry, baby. I'll protect you. You don't need to know from what, but I got your back. They're like, go away.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold
And then I would go away and be like, man, that worked for Shepard. Why didn't it work for me?
led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Salarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
Wait.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
Wait. Hold up. I didn't need to know that about the Krogan. Oh god.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Dang it, Streamlabs, what are you doing? I missed all those. I'm about to get rid of you.
You mean threaten? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh.
Oh.
That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
Yeah. I should probably get a Nightbot.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
God
That's the
damn.
worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties. The ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. We just used them to make more organs. They wouldn't listen.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Patton and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard.
His mouth is like a mouth of a hand pup.
I suppose I can see both sides. But what's done is done.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now.
God dang it,
Just
you
wish
ruined
we
him
could've
for me.
stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something.
Now I cannot not see it.
He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart. His idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Say Leon. Thank me. Can't believe you ruined him for me. Rex, you better not ruin Rex.
What do you want, Shepard?
Personal
Why did you
inquiry.
become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed
It's okay,
to
you can
eat.
ruin him too.
I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us.
Space turtle.
They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up. To stop his ranting.
I just wanted
I
Jaren
wanted
to
him
shut
stop
up.
leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes. A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go.
That hub hit
It's as sacred as
glorious.
any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap.
Protects
to me.
his head though.
You must have suspected as much.
Ain't nobody
I did.
sniping him from the back,
But when your
getting a
father
headshot.
invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute.
Ooh.
What's this?
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? T'Soni?
I never sniped anyone from the back. If yes, then only when they turn back to me. But I guess someone does that.
Liara, why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
Oh my god, I forget that's how she was in the first game. She gets better, I swear. Game 3, she's okay. But like, oh my god. Oh, I forgot these comments.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
Conversation.
So you are interested.
11 out of 10.
Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
I was an only child, but I get the idea. At least one of my parents was always on duty.
Yeah, military families, eh? With schedules like that...
She's just the
we had
female
kids
version of him.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a
I'll
while.
protect you.
Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at
I'll
all, I'd
bet you-
wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
Best
Only a
pickup
dozen
line. I'll
miles,
protect
like
you.
a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
Ninja. A Terminator.
That's unbelievable. Sarah must be as good as you.
Better. I'm more or less a straight-up puncher. When he swung, she just...
Come with me if you want to leave.
Fell.
Come with me if you want to
She
live.
helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She
And they
told me
did.
as he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was going to end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, "Space is beautiful."
My
but
keyboard
we can't
image
leave
is
family there."
amazing.
I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known. cities of men and manners.
Why is she
climates,
quoting something?
councils, governments.
Poetry for me.
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff.
She got.
Just don't spread it around.
She just got so hostile. Oh my god.
Every time he shipped out, he reported me reading it. He had a dozen verses
Scared the
of it.
crap out of me. Why is she so
Does he still like it?
hostile?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home.
Oof.
Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching though. So behave.
So behave. I'm not doing anything.
You mean from wherever we go after death?
Dead on, Skipper. He's with God now. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, I guess you have. I've met a few people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez.
She's ready to
Hello?
wreck. She
You can look
is.
out the
Just
window.
just
How about
start
look at the
throwing
stars
punches
and
at you. And you're just
believe
like, oh, it's just a
something.
question.
I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Do 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 do. Well, dang it! I forgot to talk to one last crew member. Going back down. I'm so glad they get rid of this. Hated it. Hated it.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
His
don't know.
face expression is
Your
killing
ship
me.
is
Just.
amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place.
Is this
The
episode
moments we
16?
run so smooth,
Yeah.
it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet.
I'm pretty
How
sure.
do you sleep at night?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It
Best
means an
character.
engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the
Even though
crowds.
you never see her
Now that
face.
I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
That's not true. You can see it one time at 3
It's gone.
if you're in a relationship with her. She gives you a photo of
I'm
herself.
starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture.
That's how you find out
You
what
know,
she looks like.
There's always a few who go on
Oh,
their
well,
own
okay,
cruise and
what?
never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them, but maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
Alright.
I should go.
See you later.
Alright. Now I've talked to the whole crew. Going up. Ba-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. Open up, door. Let me through. Alright.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the Council. I'll patch it through to the comm room.
Can't just go places. You gotta call me.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
I'll take all the help I can get.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
I'm listening.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
God, they are so adorable. Alright, let's check my journal. So, Vermeer is a main quest. These are side quests. Oh, I gotta do Garrus' side quest. Alright. Was this episode 16? I do not remember. Alright, well, that's it for this episode. As we're leaving from this nightmarish place, tune in for episodes. I don't know. No, we were just on. Mystic, help me. What episode is this? You just joined. You should know. No, I think this is.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command.
I have
We've got
no
a
idea.
situation here.
Dang
You're
it.
the only one that can handle it.
I think this is. What's funny is, like, I'm gonna be saying this. I'm gonna be uploading it or rewatching these videos and be like, man, I've skipped some episodes. Just. I should have been writing it down. Should have. Pretty sure this is 16. No. Yes. Yes, this is 16. It has to be. Yeah, this is 16. Alright, whatever. It's episode 16 now. Join us for episode 17. That's how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna, whatever I say it is, it is. See, this is for YouTube. See you, YouTube.